Okay, so here's my new high resolution graphics board for the TRS-80 Model 4P. It's based on the old Grafyx Solution 5.1 board, which is a large board with a lot of memory chips. My board uses fewer chips and a single large memory board. So it's smaller, easier to assemble, and uses less power in your computer, generates less heat as well. So I'm going to show you how to install this in both versions of the Model 4P. We're going to start with the early non-Gatorade version of the 4P. So here is our Model 4P non-Gatorade version. I've removed the cover from it and it's sitting face down. So I've removed the 4 screws on each side of the motherboard holder, and then we disconnect the floppy drive cable, move the keyboard out of the way, and the whole 4P motherboard opens up like so. Okay, so with our graphics board here, what we want to do is it's going to be mounted in this area here. We'll get in for a little closer look. Included with the graphics board is some double-sided tape, foam tape. That's going to be mounted on this chip here, U30, so that to stabilise the graphics board. So we're just going to put that on there like that. Normally I'll peel the top off, but this is just for a demonstration. The reason for that is that the original graphics board is very large and heavy, and so it was mounted with screws, but this one's smaller. It just needs a small amount of foam, double-sided foam tape to prevent it from moving around. So we get our graphics board and the connector here on it, that one wants to go on this bus here. So we will just position it as so and push down. We'll make sure that it's connected to the foam tape, and that will be nice and firm, won't go anywhere. Then we have this wire hook here, needs to connect to pin 22 on IC here. So we're just going to hook it like that. Okay, don't mind me kicking the tripod. Now finally, just to finish this off, we need to change some jumpers around. I'll bring the system forward so you can see clearly. Okay, first one is right here, E14, 15, 16. We want to remove that from E14, 15 to E15, 16. Just like that. Up the front here near the video connector, we've got E8, E7 and E6. We want to change its position from E7, E8 to E6, E7. Just like that. And finally, we have one more jumper here marked E4, E5 only. We just want to remove that one altogether. You can either take away the jumper or just leave it like I do, hanging on one of the pins, in case you want to restore it at some time in the future. So that's our high res board installed. Once we've got it like that, zoom out and close the computer up. So this board here will sit roughly, or quite snugly, in this cavity here. So now we've closed the thing up, I'll put some of the screws back in. Two screws. And that's 4 screws in. Don't forget to reattach the floppy disk cable. We've done there. Okay. So there's our Grafyx board mounted right in there. So the job's done. As for installing it in the non-gate array 4P, we'll just start it up in a moment and test that it runs dog catcher. Computer's been turned back over, we'll try out our handiwork. Switch on the 4P, we want to see the usual 3 language disk error. There it is. We've got our test disk here. Reset. Seems to be working well. Yep. Dog catcher high resolution game program. A little bit difficult to see since it's a bright day out here at the moment, but we can see the game is loaded up fine. Get out of focus there. Oh, we can get back in focus. There it is. Alright, so that's how you put the high resolution board in the non-gate array 4P, which is all the machines with the catalogue number 261080. I'm going to follow on now with how to install the board into the gate array 4P. On the Model 4P gate array, fitting the Grafyx board is even easier. So again, we've got a gate array Model 4P this time. It's sitting face down. I've undone the screws for the motherboard tray. If we disconnect the floppy drive cable like that, we can move the keyboard out the way and fold this down to work on it. Okay, what these motherboards have on them for the high resolution graphics is just a jumper on the high resolution bus. We want to remove this jumper. It's gone. We grab our Grafyx board, line it up and put it on. Make sure it's all connected, and then we've just got our flying lead, which this time connects to this chip here, pin 22, which is down this end of the chip. And we hook it on just like that. Now, I probably should have put this bit of double-sided foam tape on. I can quickly do it and show you where it needs to go. We'll just lift this out onto this chip here. We put our foam tape and then just replace the Grafyx board as it's supposed to be. So there you have it. Installation in a gate array Model 4P. These are machines with the catalogue number 261080A. So I'll just stop the tape recording, we'll put it back together and test that it runs. Testing time. Okay, so I'll put our 4P gate array back together, power it up, wait for the 3-language error message. There we go. I'll put in our test disk and reset. Rapid DOS. This time I'll run chess, I think. And it looks good. So there you go. Refresh rate with my camera, not so crash hot, but you get the picture. So that's high resolution graphics board, how to install it on TRS-80 Model 4P gate array and non-gate array. If you want to order one of these boards, check my website. Thanks for watching.